Welcome back to my shed. Here we go then. As you can see, I finished stripping the engine. I did record it, or I thought I did, but for some reason the camera, I don't know if it was a problem with the camera or a problem with the chip, but I've done a little bit of recording since then and it was fine, so I really don't understand. There we go. Well, here's the crank and it is smothered in oil. And what I did, I stripped this engine. Well, it wasn't even in this casing, it was my old casing. The bolts that hold in this seal plate on sits covering the bearing in there down the bottom. Well, they were original ones and they were screws and they were rounded. They were rounded before I even got to them and everything else, and I tried to get them out and all that, and they were rock hard for some reason. The drill went south and basically the casing was kaput. So I outed that, picked this one up on eBay, good old eBay. So, but when I stripped it, which is the reason I wanted to tell you a story, when I stripped it, I didn't do what I tell everyone to do, because I think I'm too clever, and that is take pictures of everything. Digital cameras, you can, when you strip stuff, take pictures. So when it came to putting this plate back in and the seal, I had no picture evidence of what way round the seal went. I checked all the manuals, couldn't find anything. All the pictures I could see in the manuals, none of them were good pictures. They're all a bit woolly, and you think, does it go that way? Does it go that way? It was never clear what way round it went. I like Haynes. I got some original Italian ones on CD and everything, and none of them give me a clear indication of what way round the seal went. And like I said, I didn't take any pictures of the original like a cock, and so I best guessed it for what I could see and put it in, and I put it in that way round with a spring on the inside, and it's back to front. And that's why, as you see, when I was stripping the head off and when it was running, why it was so smoky, and when I stripped the head off, all the oil was on the head and on the piston and on the crank, because it was just sucking oil straight out of the transfer case / gearbox straight into the combustion chamber. So there's a lesson learned there. Always, but always take pictures. When you're stripping, if you're not recording, take pictures. Digital cameras, you can take hundreds, thousands of pictures with modern chips now. It makes no difference. That's what I discovered. This is Monday. I've ordered them. I ordered them yesterday, so they should be with me by at least Wednesday at the latest, hopefully. And then I can replace the seals. I've got a new gasket set, rebuild it, put it back in the frame, so I'll upload those. But I thought I'd give you a bit of an update. A bit hacked off that I haven't got the strip down, but I'll give you I'll put the rebuild videos up on the old channel, and we'll go from there. Oh yeah, and that's one of the wedges that goes where the bolt goes through. That sits there, and it sits in the frame there. There's one on the other side, and when that pushes in, that squeezes up, and so that lines everything up. Got myself a timing disc, so we'll time it all up. So time the ignition up, and because I only set it to where the original marks were, because it was second hand, but the original marks are thinking that if they were right for the originals, then they'd be right for mine. And it was, as you see, it was running, just not very well, because I'm a cock. Right, be lucky and ride safe.